Did you know that the average American household spends nearly $18,000 a year on non-essential items? That's right, things we don't need but can't seem to stop buying. In fact, the average person has 300,000 items in their home, and yet, we're constantly feeling like we don't have enough. But what if there's a way to break free from this never-ending cycle of consumerism? Imagine living with less but feeling richer, having more time, and freeing yourself from the clutter that drags you down. That's the power of minimalism. In this video, we'll guide you through the 6 levels of minimalism, showing you how to take small, meaningful steps toward a simpler, more frugal life. We'll cover practical strategies, shocking facts, and tips to help you save money, reduce stress, and focus on what truly matters. Ready to find out which stage of minimalism you're in? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Beginner's Wallet. Simplifying your purchases. Minimalism begins in your wallet. The first step to a frugal lifestyle is understanding where your money is going. Start by identifying unnecessary purchases. Did you know the average American spends over $1,000 a year on unused subscriptions? That's money down the drain. To take control, simplify your shopping habits. One trick is the 24-hour rule. Wait a day before buying anything non-essential. If you still want it after a day, it's likely something you truly need. Next, create a minimalist shopping list. Stick to this list and resist the temptation to deviate. This keeps you from purchasing items just because they're on sale or trending. To keep things simple, try the one in, one out rule. When you buy something new, get rid of an old item. This keeps your possessions under control and your spending in check. Cutting out impulse buys is key to simplifying your wallet. Studies show that impulse buying is responsible for up to 40% of consumer spending. Recognize when you're about to splurge and ask yourself, do I really need this? Also, consider swapping expensive brands for budget-friendly alternatives. The quality may be similar, but the price will be much lower. Another strategy to frugal living is making meals at home. The average American spends $3,000 a year eating out. Cooking at home saves money, but it's also healthier. In fact, homemade meals cost up to 50% less than restaurant food. Simplify your meals by sticking to basic ingredients that are both cheap and nutritious. Don't forget about your subscriptions. In 2023, the average person had around 12 monthly subscriptions. While some are necessary, others, like streaming services, add up quickly. Evaluate each subscription carefully. Could you share it with a friend, or simply cancel it for a while? The key is to be mindful about every purchase. Start by evaluating your needs versus wants. Once you understand the difference, frugality becomes second nature. Focus on buying only what you truly need and save the rest. Chapter 2. Declutter your closet. Declutter your life. A minimalist closet isn't just about reducing clutter. It's about investing in timeless, high-quality pieces that last longer. Begin by sorting through your wardrobe. Did you know the average person wears only 20% of their clothes regularly? That means 80% of your wardrobe is likely gathering dust. It's time to part ways with the excess. Start with your shoes, clothes, and accessories. Ask yourself, have I worn this in the past year? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Embrace a capsule wardrobe, which consists of versatile, high-quality pieces that can be mixed and matched. This reduces clutter and helps you make better use of what you own. The average American spends $1,800 a year on clothing. But the minimalist approach can slash that number significantly. Focus on durability and quality, not trends. For example, a well-made jacket can last a decade, while cheap fast fashion will wear out in a few months. A minimalist wardrobe also helps you save time. Imagine having fewer choices each morning. Studies show that decision fatigue can reduce productivity and increase stress. A streamlined closet leads to quicker decisions and less stress about what to wear. Also, resist the temptation of the bargain sale. Just because something is discounted doesn't mean you need it. The average shopper spends 13 hours a year searching for deals online. Time is money, so investing that time in mindful shopping pays off. Beyond clothes, think about your accessories. Consider eliminating items you rarely use, like fancy jewelry or extra bags. Instead, invest in a few versatile pieces that can go with any outfit. Chapter 3. The Digital Detox. Streamlining your virtual space. We live in a digital world, but sometimes the digital clutter can be overwhelming. A minimalist lifestyle isn't just about reducing physical possessions, it's also about clearing out your virtual space. Start by decluttering your email inbox. On average, people spend 28% of their workday managing email. That's a lot of wasted time. The first step is unsubscribing from unnecessary newsletters or promotional emails. You can use tools like Unroll.me to do this automatically. If you haven't read an email in over a month, chances are it's not urgent. Delete it and move on. Clean up your inbox and create categories for emails you need to keep. Next, streamline your digital files. The average person has over 1,000 unnecessary files on their computer. Organize your documents into clear folders, delete what you don't need, and back up important files. This will make it easier to find what you need and free up digital space. Also, cut down on your social media usage. Did you know that the average American spends over 2 hours a day on social platforms? That's over 30 days a year. Reduce your screen time by setting daily limits on your apps or turning off notifications. This frees up time for more productive, meaningful activities. Simplify your online subscriptions, too. Many services now offer free trials, but if you forget to cancel, you're stuck paying for months of service you don't need. Audit your subscriptions once every few months to ensure you're not paying for things you no longer use. By cleaning up your digital space, you're not just decluttering your devices. You're also reducing mental clutter. Studies show that a cluttered digital environment can increase stress levels. Organizing your virtual life allows you to focus on what really matters and gives you more control over your time. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more practical minimalism strategies. Chapter 4. The Mindful Moneymaker. Minimalist budgeting and saving. Mindful spending is the backbone of minimalism. In this stage, you take control of your finances by focusing on saving and prioritizing what matters most. The first step? Create a budget. Research shows that 60% of people don't have a budget. But without one, it's nearly impossible to track your expenses effectively. Start with a simple budget template and break down your income, savings, and expenses. Next, evaluate your spending habits. A staggering 63% of people admit they don't track their spending, which often leads to unnecessary expenses. A good strategy here is to focus on needs versus wants. Try asking yourself, will this purchase improve my life long term? If not, it's probably not worth buying. This mindset shift helps curb impulse spending. Cutting back on unnecessary expenses is essential. Take a look at your monthly bills. Do you really need all those subscription services? In 2023, people spent an average of $273 a month on subscriptions. Instead of paying for every streaming service or magazine, choose the ones that bring the most value to your life. Another strategy is the 30-day no-spend challenge. Research shows that people who try a no-spend month end up saving around 10% of their monthly income. It forces you to pause and reflect before buying anything that's not an immediate necessity. You'll be amazed by how much money you save when you cut out all the extras for just 30 days. Consider switching to a cash-only method for a few weeks. Studies show that people tend to spend 12–18% more when using cards compared to cash. When you physically hand over cash, it makes the transaction feel more real and helps you stick to your budget. If saving is a priority, automate it. Set up an automatic transfer to a savings account each pay period. Even a small amount adds up quickly over time. In fact, people who automate their savings save up to 30% more annually than those who don't. It's a simple way to make frugality easier and more consistent. Finally, embrace the idea of spending on experiences instead of things. Research from the Journal of Consumer Research shows that experiences, like travel or learning a new skill, bring more lasting happiness than material purchases. Minimalism isn't about depriving yourself, it's about focusing on what truly adds value to your life. Chapter 5. Home Sweet Simple. Downsizing your space without sacrifice. Now that your wallet is simplified, it's time to turn your attention to your home. Downsizing doesn't mean sacrificing comfort or style, it's about making your space work harder for you. Start by evaluating your living situation. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, The average American home is now over 2,400 square feet, a far cry from what we truly need. The key to a minimalist home is embracing quality, multifunctional items instead of filling your space with unnecessary things. Begin by decluttering your home. The average home has over 300,000 items. Go room by room, evaluating each item. If you haven't used it in 6 months, get rid of it. A minimalist home should only contain things that serve a purpose or bring you joy. The next step is to invest in multifunctional furniture. A sofa bed, a fold-out dining table, or a storage ottoman can all save space while still being practical. Multifunctional furniture is a game-changer for small apartments or homes. In fact, people who downsize their living space often save up to 30% in rent and utility costs. When you start downsizing, think about what really matters. Do you need 5 different coffee mugs or 3 sets of towels? Aim for fewer, higher quality items. This doesn't mean getting rid of everything, it's about simplifying and being intentional with what you keep. Look at your home's layout too. Open concept designs and minimalistic decor make spaces feel larger and more inviting. Research has shown that people in minimalist homes experience less stress because their environments are cleaner and more organized. Another helpful tip is to practice mindful buying. Before purchasing anything for your home, ask, do I really need this? How does this item fit into my vision of a minimalist home? Avoid buying things just because they're on sale or trendy. Beyond clothes, think about your accessories. Consider eliminating items you rarely use, like fancy jewelry or extra bags. Instead, invest in a few versatile pieces that can go with any outfit. Chapter 6. The Zen of Self-Sufficiency. Growing your own way to financial freedom. The final level of minimalism is about embracing self-sufficiency. It's not just about reducing consumption, it's about creating a life that's less reliant on outside sources and more focused on sustainability. One of the best ways to start is by growing your own food. According to the National Gardening Association, nearly 35% of households in the U.S. grow some of their own food. Growing your own vegetables, herbs, and fruits can save hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars each year. Start small by planting a few easy-to-grow items, like tomatoes or lettuce. Even if you don't have a backyard, consider container gardening. You can grow fresh herbs or small vegetables on your balcony or windowsill. Gardening doesn't just save money, it can also be therapeutic. Studies show that gardening reduces stress and boosts mental well-being. In addition to food, think about DIY projects that can help you save money. Have you ever considered making your own cleaning products or candles? Simple ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils can replace store-bought cleaners, saving you money while reducing your environmental impact. Another strategy is to reduce your reliance on pre-packaged foods. Meal prepping is a great way to save both time and money. It can reduce impulse buying and help you avoid expensive takeout. Research suggests that meal prepping can save up to $1,200 a year, depending on your lifestyle. You can also reduce your utility bills by making your home more energy efficient. Simple changes like switching to LED bulbs, sealing windows, or using a programmable thermostat can lower your energy usage and save you hundreds annually. A 10% reduction in energy consumption can lead to significant savings. Self-sufficiency doesn't mean going off the grid completely, but it's about becoming more resourceful. By learning basic skills like sewing, basic repairs, and cooking, you can significantly cut down on your need for external services. You'll save money while gaining confidence in your ability to handle life's challenges. Ultimately, this level of minimalism leads to financial freedom. When you are self-sufficient, you depend less on outside forces, which gives you more control over your life. Not only will you be able to save money, but you'll also feel a sense of accomplishment. And that's the real reward of a minimalist, frugal lifestyle. If you enjoy these tips, subscribe to our channel for more actionable strategies that will help you live a simpler, more frugal life. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss out.